We're not gonna let the sleeping dogs lie anymore. We're gonna wake them up. We're gonna kick them out of our lives, because I know that you're strong enough to do that. You're strong enough to go through this situation. You're strong enough to gain that independence and freedom that you desire. And you're strong enough to eventually, in the future, find a person who is equal to you, who sees you as an equal to them. And love and respect you, and just you and your boundaries. Basically, you just want to make sure that you have someone who is not the one that you have right now. This person is not going to change, no matter what you do, no matter what happens. This person, I mean, I know I've tried to change people before. I had hope for people before. But no matter what, narcissists don't change, because they're serving the self. And no matter what you do, it's just not happening. It's just not gonna work out. So it's just better to just call it a day, basically. For you to actually do this process, you have to be open to loving yourself. So the best thing you can do, the most important thing that you can do, is start loving yourself. And when you start loving yourself, your vibration's your frequency, all of that is gonna be higher, and you're only gonna attract the higher frequency people. And you're eventually gonna find that person who is at your frequency, who can provide you with love and support that you deserve right now. So start with loving yourself. And for that, I'm not talking about like just worldly stuff, like you treating yourself or eating something delicious. Of course you can do that, you know, that's nice too. That's part of you loving yourself. But I'm talking more internally, something within that you have to change in order for you to find that love for yourself. Something that I personally did was pretty much imagination. So I would imagine my brain and imagine my heart sitting next to each other. And you know how when you're like your mind is going 10,000 miles an hour, and all of a sudden someone says your name and all your focus goes to that person. Like you completely stop thinking and you start looking at, oh, who said what? So your brain, imagine your brain jumping around going 100 miles an hour and thinking, what am I gonna do? What is this? How is this gonna happen? How is that possible? What's the next step? You know, on and just over and over things play in your head. And then you bring in your heart, and your heart says, my love. And all of a sudden your brain is like, oh, who said what? And it just stopped thinking those 10,000 miles an hour thoughts, and it focuses on the heart. And you can imagine the heart pretty much stroking your brain's hair, or just brain, and telling it like, calm down, you know, relax, I'm here, I love you, you're okay. And you're gonna start noticing that your brain calms down a little bit, because there's someone there, and that someone is you. So if you imagine it, it's gonna be easier for you to see the brain and the heart as two separate things, And when your mind is just out of control, bring in that heart and have the heart have one-on-one with your brain, and watch how fast you get calmed down. I do that all the time for myself, and it works every time. If I'm by myself, I do tend to overthink, and I do find out, like, if I imagine this, my heart starts talking and start telling me, hey, it's okay, relax, you're fine, you're fine. Some of the things that I can say, I usually say, I am strong. I'm gonna read this. So I tell myself, I am strong, I am powerful, I love myself, I'm only surrounded by people who love me unconditionally. And little at a time, those affirmations, they're gonna change your vibration. You're gonna be at the frequency where you start believing that this is true, these affirmations are true. I am strong, I love myself, I do. And you're gonna start seeing the change. You're gonna start seeing that you do love yourself. It's just in the chaos that goes around in your head, you don't realize that you're supposed to love yourself too. So yeah, you can have the ice cream, you can have good things, but do something internally as well. And I think it's going to be easier for every time. It will get easier and easier, and you're going to start getting calmer and calmer. You can try it and see. The problems are going to start seeming little at a time. The problems or any issues are gonna get smaller and smaller, and eventually they're gonna get so small that you can basically just squish it with your foot. So you can try it and see if that works for you, but it definitely works for me every single time. But yeah, love yourself to the point that there is just no space for any controlling people, narcissist people, and any useless dogs, basically. I hope that helped. Be strong. Thank you.